I've seen thousands of TV shows and movies, and I'm telling you, nothing beats the first season of The Walking Dead. In this video, I'm breaking down details most people never even notice. These moments are so clever that you only catch them after watching the show a few times. By the way, I will be glazing Frank Darabont, so watch at your own risk. Alright, in the second episode of The Walking Dead, called Gods, the group is stuck in a building surrounded by walkers. Rick comes up with a plan to sneak out through the sewers, so Glenn and Morales head down to scout it out. They run into walkers, blocking the path, which forces them to come up with another plan. Isn't that life? You try something, it doesn't work, and you have to find another way. You don't magically stumble into the right path. I love that about the first season. Everything is so real. It's honestly brilliant. And nobody even picks up on it. Of course, this episode will still be great, even without the sewer scene. But what Darabont did here really grounds it in reality. Tell me in the comments if you see anything like that in another show. I can't believe Frank Darabont is still alive and Hollywood doesn't use him. That's so fuck. Alright, next one. In the first episode, Days Gone By, Rick arrives home and finds that Lori and Carl aren't there, so as usual, he screams, "Cool, cool, cool, cool." Rick tells Morgan that his family is alive because they only took some of the clothes. Morgan says maybe thieves took them, and to that Rick says, "Do you see framed photos on the walls? Neither do I." The thieves took family photos too? Again, it feels like reality. It makes a lot of sense for the mother of the family to take family albums when things go to shit. And also Rick is using his cop brain. That's so rare in the show. You just don't see brilliant writing like that after they fired Frank Darabont. And people always talk about how Shane was ahead of his time, but they don't mention Frank Darabont's writing. People need to know that the first two seasons being special is because of him, and give him the glaze he deserves. Now my favorite scene in cinema history, Rick and Glenn walking among zombies. Let me tell you something. This scene, everything about it is perfection. The tension, the music, the atmosphere, everything. And every shot is cinema. The build up to this moment, oh my god, oh my god. Let me talk about the build up, okay? So Rick and Glenn are covered in walker's blood and are walking among them. Right there, we hear thunder sounds, it's going to rain. And Morales looks up to the sky, and what happens next is that we don't get to see Rick and Glenn, because if we did, then we wouldn't really experience the moment. So what Darabont does after this shot is that he then cuts it to the group in the jungle, but we still hear thunder sounds. That's perfect pacing and tension building. Alright guys, if you enjoyed this video, tell me in the comments. There is a lot that I didn't talk about. If this video gets any views, I make another video about the first season. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed.